Good morning, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. It's been a couple of days since I've been on, and I got to do better. So, sorry, but here I am, and I just want to say a couple things that have been on my heart. And one thing this morning, as my dog was taking me on my walk, is the idea of independence, Let me just say this, and I'll come back around to it, that, our new episode is out, episode 84, Time of Your Life, Good Riddance, and basically, it's just a overview of the events of the last year and a half, leading up to the fact that we are where we're at now. We take a look at everything, and believe it or not, everything is connected, and we show that, but we have been getting really good we're getting good feedback on this episode. Lots of information. A couple people said they listened to a couple times where there's so much information. And seldomly in recent times, when things are just happening, take a look back. We normally do that when we have way more hindsight. But I think it's good at each step in the journey that you survey the ground that you walk. And I think it'll help you survey the ground that you're going to walk. So please check that out. Flawedcast CLE. We're doing well on Rumble, Flawed Inc. I'll try to put some links below here. And I also want to mention my book, Smith's Heart of Man Repair Manual. Just got notification that this book is starting to sell overseas. So to the people overseas that are starting to buy this, thank you. This copy, I had a request. Someone sent me a message that I would sign, which I will do that. I gladly do that. So if you want a signed copy, hit me up, let me know, DM me, and I will get that. But this one is going to a very special person in my life who requested this, so she will be getting this later this afternoon. So one of my best friend's moms, who was like a surrogate mom to me growing up, but this is for her, signed it, and she'll be getting it. But you can get your own copy. The link will be below on Amazon, ebook, paperback, and a lot of people have been responding. I'm just continually overwhelmed at it. So, but that being said, let me get into what I wanted to discuss today. And it's just a real quick verse, and it being 4th of July, it being America's independence, the 2 Chronicles 7:14, if my people will humble themselves and pray, I will, and seek my face, I will turn from heaven, or I'll hear from heaven and heal their land, and that's great. That's a good verse. I personally have a hard time equating with the verses that you can get on like t-shirts and plaques and things like that. And this verse is kind of like that, but this is just really what I felt like God shared with me this morning. And this is Psalm 33:12. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, the people he chose for his inheritance. Let me say that one more time. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, the people who he chose for his inheritance. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. And I think that, we can see throughout history, especially American history, that the hand of providence has been upon this nation. And we do find ourselves at a crossroads. You can ignore it. You can choose to live in a fantasy world. But the reality of it is that our republic is in danger. Our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to fight for liberty, is to fight for freedom. And for me, the idea of freedom is intertwined with the gospel, because it's for freedom Christ set us free, right? Free will is the greatest gift ever given. And what I want to say and what I want to encourage people with is this. In this time of great deceit, and in this time of great confusion, and in this time many are under a lot of despair and distress, I want to encourage you to turn your eyes to God, to shift your heart, to have your heart face his and be in aligned with his. And I just want to encourage people this 4th of July, don't take what we have for granted. There are literally millions of people from over the world trying to and wanting to come to this nation, because we are that last light of liberty that is shining throughout the earth. However, our light is being diminished, and I believe that's inarguable. I believe that is a undebatable point. So what I like to say is this: blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. Let's today, if you're hearing this, let's make a concerted effort to try to turn back, to try to, on an individual, on a family, on a community basis, to try to turn back. And if a large enough group of us can begin to do that, we will impact the world. But you can't impact the world until you start in your own backyard. So that being said, please get my book. Link is below. DM me for a signed copy like this one. And while you're doing that, while you're celebrating, while you're having barbecue, while you're getting together with friends, while you're doing all those great American customs that people died and bled and gave their sacred birthright and honor to put into place and to ensure the last 245 years, get near me.